Shalom, shalom, shalom. Starting off, all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Tazi Bayamia from the GMS Kansas City Church. Back with another lesson entitled, Just Let the Community Go, bro. You know, we really just gotta let the community go. Not speaking of brothers in the truth, but I'm speaking of Jake in general. You know, now there's been too much, you know, ultra Pan-Africanism. Niggas like Umar, you know, niggas that want to be saviors to the quote-unquote black community, when, you know, the quote-unquote black community is through. It's a wrap. So is the fucking Latino community. You know, when I do lessons like this, I think always of the prophet of Jeremiah, because, you know, when he first started prophesying, his initial reaction was he was weeping. He was sorrowful for Israel, for the things that they was going through. You know? But then if you keep reading, eventually he just starts saying, you know what, Lord, fuck these niggas and kill these niggas, man. Alright? And that's really the spirit I'm in, you know, when it comes to, you know, just forget about the community, bro. You know, just forget about it, because only elect and select and very few people are going to make it out of this next life. And you know, when you first come into the truth, you have that I gotta save everybody spirit. You know, telling your mama she an Israelite, telling the fucking big girl at work who smoked weed in the parking lot that she's an Israelite. Telling random niggas at the gas station, you know, hey, these are things that I've done in my zeal. You know what I'm saying? Driving through the hood, feeling all sad for Jake. You know, praying for the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, to help Jake. You know, you know, trying to be an upstanding man in your community. Hey, bro, that shit is dead, man. You know, on the show The Boondocks, the pimp named Slipback, he said he don't do nothing for the homies, man. And that's really the spirit that people have gone in already, man. You know, because the era where, you know, our parents would know everybody on the block, and we would have a sense of community. You know, Jake doing cookouts. You know, Jake doing block parties. You know, that shit is dead. And block parties used to be fun as hell, man. You know, but all that shit is dead. Now everybody's selfish. Everybody wants to look out for their own. But then you also have that unconscious group of niggas that want to uplift the black community. You know, niggas that may be on side knitter. You know, because that's what Side Knitter is all about. Side Knitter is all about uplifting the consciousness of the black community, brother. Nah, man, that shit is a lost cause. Anything done in the name of black is dead, man. Anything done in the name of consciousness is dead, man. Jake, you need truth, and you need to take your salvation serious, man. All right? Stop playing around with this bullshit. All these fucking you know, back to school backpack giveaways, you know, summer break fairs for the community, you know, because that's what that nigga Big U was on. All right, this nigga Big U, the fucking Crip that got locked up in Cali a few weeks ago. Like on the surface level, you would have thought this was a community nigga. You know, you would have thought that this is a nigga that you know, did his dirt in the streets. Now he's reformed and he's trying to do the right thing to give young black men guidance. When really the truth was, this nigga Big U was taking money from his charities and putting it in his own pocket, tricking off, murder for hire. You know, that's another big thing in the fucking black community. Murder for hire, putting contracts on niggas' heads, man. But anyway, this nigga Big U getting niggas killed, extorting money from charities that's supposed to go, quote unquote, to the community. You know, next thing you know, the feds come down, lock them up. But obviously, you stupid niggas in California thought that Big U was doing something for the hood, and this nigga was coming in the name of rolling 60s Crip. Hey, you got Jakes in the Truth. ISUPK, they do a fucking cookout every summer. Alright? ISUPK stayed doing cookouts for the black community. And you know what kind of fruit that they have? The lower base kind, brother. They ain't got no free thinkers. They got a whole bunch of hungry dudes that want to worship a nigga god, man. And that's coming out of their mouths. They said they worship a nigga god, and that's pretty much all Jake wants, man. All Jake want is a nigga community, but nobody wants the Israelite community. You see, because the Israelite community would consist of men having multiple wives, children in order. You know what I'm saying? Jake having free enterprise amongst themselves and not working for the so-called white man. But we can't get that on this side, man. You know, so all that I feel bad for Jake. I need to lift up my people. Fuck these niggas, man. And you fucking Latinos, you niggas gotta get cussed out more too, man. Alright? I feel like through the spirit I ain't been cussing out you fucking Northern Kingdom enough. You know, that's Pastor Ricard, he said, we don't really cuss out niggas enough. But yeah, man, you fucking Latinos, you gotta get it too. Because you get your own parts of the neighborhood and think that you having a so-called Latino community when all you doing is being racist towards your own brothers, man. I'm tired of these fucking racist ass Latinos walking through America, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting the Southern Kingdom. Like we not they brother, man. Like we not going through the same shit. And so when Yahweh Shimei Shah start killing you Edgars, you know, Edgar Martinez, Hector Garcia, you know, all you Consuelas, all you Marias, man, Yahweh Shimei Shah, he gonna get your ass too, man. You know, drop the whole community shit, man. Focus on your souls, focus on salvation, man. But with that, you know, quick lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of great millstone. Yahweh Bahashim Yahshua, bracket thumb to the full Shalom, shalom.